Welcome to the first ever Championship Predictions video. This is for week 1 of the Championship, and this is for the new 2021-22 season. Every team is full of optimism, and every team wants to get off to a good start. First game up is Bournemouth and West Brom. This is a massive game for both sides. Obviously, Bournemouth failed to get promoted last season, so they'll be wanting to get promoted again. And West Brom got relegated from the Premier League, so they'll be wanting to bounce back. This will be a tough game for both sides. Either side could win it. I think it'll be a 2-1 win to Bournemouth. Next game up is Blackburn and Swansea. Swansea recently lost their manager in Steve Cooper, so it'll be interesting to see how they recover from that. And Blackburn were disappointing last season. They did have good spells, but ultimately they didn't really do that well. I think this will be a close game. It'll be a tough game for both sides. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Bristol and Blackpool. This will be a 2-0 win to Bristol. Next game up is Cardiff and Barnsley. This is a tough game to call. I think this will be a close game. Obviously, Barnsley did really well last season. They overachieved and nearly got promoted. Whereas with Cardiff, they were disappointing. They didn't make the playoffs, and I feel like they should have done a lot more. However, I think Cardiff wins this 1-0. Next game up is Derby and Huddersfield. Both of these sides were really poor last season. Really toothless in front of goal, and defensively suspect. I think this will be a 0-0 draw. Next game up is Luton and Peterborough. This is an interesting game. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I feel like both sides can score goals, but they're also both suspect defensively. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Next game up is Preston and Hull. Obviously, Hull got promoted to the Championship, along with Peterborough and Blackpool as well. And looking at this, I think Preston had a decent season. I think they could have done a lot more, but I think they were okay. This will be a tough game. I think it'll be a close one. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Queen's Park Rangers and Millwall. This will be a 3-1 win to Queen's Park Rangers. Next game up is Stoke and Reading. This will be a tough game for both sides. Obviously, Reading had a good start to last season, but I'm not sure they'll be able to replicate that for this season. They fell away massively towards the second third of last season, so they had a really good start, but they couldn't keep it up. And with Stoke, you never really know what to get with Stoke. One day or one game, they play really well, they're hard to beat, and they'll score goals, but on another day, they'll get destroyed. However, saying that, I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Next game up is Sheffield and Birmingham. This will be a 1-1 draw. Next game up is Fulham and Middlesbrough. This will be a tough game for both sides. Obviously, Fulham got relegated from the Premier League last season. It was actually pretty pitiful. They didn't really put up that much of a fight. And I think with Middlesbrough, with Neil Warnock, he really knows how to navigate this league. And I think they'll have a good season. Once again, I think this will be a tough game for both sides. But I think Fulham wins this 2-0. And the last game for the week is Coventry and Nottingham. This game could really go either way. I had to really think about that. Obviously, Nottingham were really poor last season. It was actually a disgrace how bad they were. And Coventry, I thought they were actually decent, considering it was their first season in the Championship. However, I think this will be a 1-0 win. 1-0 win to Nottingham. And that's about it.